All right. Hello. Let me pull up what I need. Hello. I played this last night. However, the urge to play it again came over me. And I'm going to go after a route that I have not done before, which is Miranda, Vanderbilt. So let's just get started on this thing. Alright. Gonna do one player. Ooh, I haven't downloaded the DLC yet. First term classic. Let's go classic because I haven't done Miranda's route yet. Short game or full game? I guess I'll start with a short game and see how that goes. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Okay, I always choose red. I love her art and design and stuff. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the monster prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left as we fantasized about our dream prom dates. We were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who is as cute as she is genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. And Polly Geist, who I got yesterday in my stream yesterday, which is in VOD. Who a party ghost who has an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay, so yesterday I went Polygeist, and I've done Polly's roots, Damien's roots. Roots. Yeah, that's the right word. And I've done Scott's roots and Vera's roots. So this will be brand new for me. So let's get started. I know I need money and charm, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, let's start. You wish you were raised by a pack of wild wolves, who also happen to be tech moguls who own some of the most profitable companies in Silicon Valley. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me in the ancient ways of DJing. A really progressive marriage between kick-ass venomous snake and an actual fire. I love fire. I see no issue with being raised by it. We're going to go with the wealthy one. Democracy is just broken. What would be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins. We create a reality show called American Next Time President. I think this one would be wealthy again. Oh no! I needed wealthy. Your partner just gave you a cool gift for your anniversary, but you totally forgot. Quick, come up with something. No. Could be a pony. That's Damien. That's Scott. That's Liam. Anything capable of leading them to an overdose of some sort. That's Polly. And Vera. So Miranda. Alright. I hope everything in the stream is running okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Wow, it's taking its sweet time loading. Alrighty. So, I forget which one's charm. That's creative, wealthy. So let's start with some monies. That day, so how much money do I have? I have 7, I need 13, and charm I have 2. And I need 9, because I'm doing a short route. Alright. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover the costs, and you keep only plus 2 money. Alright. After that, you decide to look for a spot outside the school to get some good sunbathing. But you fail to focus on your sunbathing since you see Scott and Miranda deep in conversation. It's a sports game thing, Miranda. I think I'm a good boy, but there's something that just gets me growling when I see the opposing team. Oh, Scott, believe me, I understand better than you may think. It's exactly how I feel about those horrendous air people.
What?
Air people?
Yes, Scott. Obviously the air people. I know I've told you about them before. They're the sworn enemy of the mer people, and they must all be destroyed if they refuse to accept our superiority.
Oh, wow. All of them? That sounds really hard.
It will be. They're a horrible, ruthless nation of featherly socialists who refuse to bend a knee no matter how many times my father invades. They don't like guacamole, Scott. They eat the crusts of their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Disgusting!
They wear socks with sandals.
Socks with sandals?
And fanny packs.
Oh man, that's a pretty scary enemy, Miranda. What are the mer people going to do about it?
That's a great question, Scott. We've tried reasoning with them through bombs, chemical warfare, and torture, but they've been entirely unreceptive.
It's really weird that wouldn't sway the air people, but maybe you can step in and help. Scott and Miranda probably have different takes on what the best strategy would be, so think hard about what you pitch. Reach a truce. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Wipe them out. Make the Air Kingdom the Mer Kingdom by flooding the entire sky.
Why, yes, of course. That's a brilliant idea, Red. It's almost as if you know the old adage from my kingdom. If you can't bring your enemy underwater to drown them in the Mer Kingdom, bring the Mer Kingdom to their kingdom and drown them there.
Oh, that's a good adage, Miranda. Also, what's an adage?
No time to explain, Scott. Let's start Operation Flood the Entire Sky. Here, take a bucket full of water. Glory to the Mer people.
Hooray!
Hooray! They both start throwing water into the sky, which naturally falls to the ground again, forming a small puddle. Ah, this game's so charming.
In my mind, this worked differently.
No, Miranda, look! The water is covering like 1/3 of an inch of the sky.
That's the ground, Scott?
No, now that's underwater, oh my god, I can't read. Now that's underwater, and before it was above water, so it was technically part of the sky, just a very low part of the sky.
Oh, I see. It's true. Let's fill the buckets. Sooner or later, we will fill the whole sky. You're right.
Yeah, I'm a glass half full guy, or should I say a sky half full guy.
Oh, You just said wink out loud? That's really charming.
No time for compliments. Miri, Red, let's flood the skies.
Huzzah!
You spend several hours throwing water into the sky with little to no effort. Still, it seems Miranda thinks you're a warfare genius. Huzzah! You gain +2 creativity and +1 boldness. Alright, let's go and sit with Miranda. You arrive at Scott and Miranda's table to find Scott happily chowing down, while Miranda stares horrified at her tray. What's wrong, Miranda?
Isn't it obvious? Right here, on my tray. Fish sticks.
Yeah, Fish Stick Fridays. Isn't it great?
It's not great, Scott. The fish are my subjects. This is clearly the work of the air people.
Air people?
Yes. Do you not know of the air people? The air people we literally just talked about like 10 seconds ago? Like, shouldn't you know about that at this point? The merfolk's most hated rivals? Don't you read the news?
Yeah, sure, because I totally know how to read. What?
Well, I must insist that you cease eating those fish sticks immediately. It's high treason.
Oh, but I've been looking forward to Fish Stick Friday since last Fish Stick Friday. Are you sure I can't eat any? He's asking Miranda while holding a fish stick really close to his mouth, but you feel like you've got a better answer to settle this argument. You blurt out,
Haven't you heard, Scott? Fish sticks make you worse at sports. They contain baldropinol and nerdflavin. Oh my god, that's adorable. Fish sticks contain absolutely no fish.
We're gonna go with this one. Oh no, not nerdflavinol and baldropinol. Those are two of the worst ones. Do the air people want me to be bad at sports?
Of course they do, Scott. The air people hate sports and sportsmen. It's one of the most loathsome things about them, aside from their feathers and their socialism.
Well then, I'm not gonna eat any more fish sticks ever again. Fish Stick Friday, more like fish stick.
Bye day?
Yeah, man, I gotta go tell the rest of the wolf pack about this. Scott runs off to spread anti-air people propaganda, and Miranda gives you the most regal smile. Alrighty. Charm, here we come. I think this is Charm. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels the team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Miranda, oblivious to everything that's happened, approaches you weeping.
Have you seen the news? The most dreadful thing has happened. The Lerman monarchy has been overthrown. King Kraken no longer sits upon the throne of gold and baby skulls. Those filthy revolutionaries are saying he stole their daughters and ate their sons and forced everyone to work for free in the uranium mines. So he made a few shrewd financial decisions. That's no reason to depose him. If some innocent kidnapping and slave labor was enough to get peasants in an uproar, I shudder to think of my own kingdom. Do you think my people might resent being forced to hold up the corner of the palace where the foundation is crumbling? Do you think the 100% income tax and the random cannonballs we fire into the villages might be taken as something other than expressions of goodwill? Could this be a plague of civil unrest? Could this plague of civil unrest infect my own domain? Oh, perish the thought. I am inconsolable. Console me. How might I safeguard my kingdom against the fate of good King Kraken?
Duh, replace all your subjects with mindless robots. I built a robot army out of a few months ago. I still have the plans. Give all your subjects belly robes. Fishes love belly robes. This one.
This is fantastic. An army of good little robots to replace those pesky serfs. I bet they won't complain when we don't feed them for 2 weeks because we're having a party. And we'll finally be free to grind all our subjects up into paste and sell them as dolphin-safe tuna, like we've always wanted. Thank you. Thank you. You've truly done a good deed today.
You have serious doubts as to the actual goodness of your deed, but hey, that's why you drink. Oh, that's relatable. You gain +2 creativity and +1 money from tuna sales. Oh good, I gained money. Still have 4 charm, but we can work up the charm. Alright, let's do this! Alright, that day, and again, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Many people fall during the battle. You can't take any more, so you valiantly go straight to the other team's leader and start negotiations for a truce. Bleh. After hours of intense diplomacy, you commit to an agreement. What an unexpected twist. You gain +10 righteousness, but this game is so wrong in so many ways that you would be lucky if you could do anything with that. And +2 charm. Alright, so we're at 6 charm. We need 3 more. You notice Polly bent over her phone while Miranda tries to peek over her shoulder. Something really interesting must be going on Polly's phone. When you get closer though, you see Polly just on Tinder again, swiping right on everybody. Miranda is entranced though, and a little worried.
What did you just say this was called again?
Tinder?
It's an app for finding true love? Sure. But I never knew. I have spent countless hours going to royal balls, kissing frogs, and pretending to be in a magical slumber, when I could simply have been using this app?
I mostly just use it for collecting dick pics.
What are these dick pics tokens of affection?
What are these dick pics?
Tokens of affection? Oh, alas, to be so far behind in my quest for love. I am 19 years old, practically an old maid, and only learning of this?
Now learning of this.
Oh, how will I ever make up for lost time?
Yes, of course. So we're gonna buy the whole company.
I will simply purchase the app and require all of its most attractive and heroic users to date me. It is exactly how my father met my mother, except with the Indian Ocean instead of Tinder. Polly, I will give you $230 million for Tinder.
I mean, okay, but like, I don't actually own the company.
What do you mean? I thought you said you had Tinder.
Yeah, on my phone. I have a copy of the app. I don't own any successful internet startups.
Oh yes, I had forgotten you were poor. I'm so sorry.
It's cool.
I must depart.
Well, anyway, I'm off to buy Tinder now. Goodbye.
Have fun. Now might be a good time to uninstall Tinder from your smartphone. Phone. Jesus, I'm so dyslexic tonight. Meanwhile, you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts.
Let's do this.
Alrighty. I almost automatically went to go sit with Polly. You waltz over to Miranda and Scott's table to find them peering suspiciously into a burger. Oh my gosh.
Secret sauce? A secret sauce? What dread mysteries do you conceal?
Awesome, bro.
Whoa. Do you think the secret sauce can talk? Cool. Hey, secret sauce, what are you made out of?
No, Scott, my question was rhetorical.
Awesome. Mine was loud.
Oh, it's no use. We will never discern the active ingredient of this delicious secret sauce. Unless you have an idea, Red?
Yeah, we're gonna go with the blood of your father's enemies.
Blood? of the air people? I didn't know the high school cafeteria cared about my family's ancient rivalry. And everyone knows the air people bleed candy syrup and barbecue sauce. I should have known. You know, I don't normally eat food myself. I have serfs for that. But I may have to make an exception.
Oh, more blood? But I eat blood all the time, like pretty much every full moon. Scott's a little disappointed, but you don't care. You're busy sharing a saucy burger with Miranda. Miranda's route's more fun than I thought it would be. That's awesome. Alright, so I do need more charm. Alright, that day an epic dodgeball match takes place. But the match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. It's the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts. You gain +2 charm. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman goons.
Greetings, fellow classmates.
Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be the queen of prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that prom queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts?
Ooh. Well, I think humans probably the good one. It doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters and went for the total overkill. You hire a Chinese hacker to plant 10 years of pro bono work rescuing human babies from lawnmowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Babylove of the Babylove Institute appears out of nowhere, presenting her with a humanity award. Oh my god.
Yes, this will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creatures contingent.
That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's... Oh. Alright, may as well get more money since we can't go to the gym. That day you spent some time on the library's PC mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithm and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is equal to only 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. Somebody puts a sack over your head and throws you in a car. You drive off for hours before they let you out and take the sack off. It's clearly the first floor restroom. Miranda is sitting... It's clearly the first floor restroom just around the corner. Okay, Miranda is sitting on a makeshift throne while her goons jump in and out of the toilet. Okay.
I'm glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. Your expertise is crucial for this part of most of my inner circle of fish, hardly helpful, genetically engineered beyond recognition. Speaking of which, I need your help. I need you to help me sneak a 3-meter tall, heavily armored cod assassin named Cheska into the school. No reason, but if you're friends with that singing harlot Ariel, you best say your goodbyes.
Do nothing.
That is so true. As a matter of fact, I think we already have a normless, heavily armored codfish at our school. Cheska can simply kill him and take his place. It's as Father always says, you can't make an omelet without severe collateral damage. This is the sort of plan Tresca should have been able to come up with on his own. He's the assassin after all. I almost did a lower class's job. Phew! You saved my dignity. Doing a cod's job is like 100 ranks beneath me, right next to being from Iceland. You've just averted the real crisis here. You gain +3 boldness. Alright. I have one more chance to get the charm that I need. So we're gonna sit with, oh, I wonder if there's anyone who could give me charm. I'm not gonna risk it, and I'm gonna sit with Miranda. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science.
How hard can it be? It's just silverware.
Just silverware? And I suppose the food in your food pick is just food?
No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a post-modern, industrialized mega society.
Well, my silverware is a metaphor for...
Silverware?
Yes. Is that not enough?
It's more than enough. But now, can we hurry along? The lighting is perfect right now, and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while simultaneously demonstrating your knowledge. Oh no, this is vague enough that I don't know.
Ah, sick. Good. Ah, yes, the gloating spoon. The most distinguished of utensils.
What's a gloating spoon?
Well, of course you wouldn't know about it.
Rude.
No, I wasn't being rude. Rudeness is simply the way one must introduce a gloating spoon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, of course you didn't. You're not as cultured as I am.
Such smug superiority. I am no match for this spoon. Miranda produces the gloating spoon with much fanfare. It looks like a regular spoon to you, but then what do you know, you peasant? You convince Miranda to spend some time with you after lunch, lovingly explaining the spoon's finer points, even though spoons don't have points. Alright, we need to get to the gym again. We could do this. Alright, cool. Another epic dodgeball match. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against the other. No! That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. You finally win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. Oh, then shouldn't I have like double? You open your locker and a cloud of gas knocks you out. You come to your senses, plummeting towards the earth, rapidly approaching terminal velocity. You fall into the school's backyard, into the hands of one of Miranda's biggest goons. Your classmates didn't notice.
It didn't work. None of them even noticed your glorious fall. People are so used to spectacle at this school. This slow ascension is tiresome. I need a glorious act. A grand gesture to secure my throne. Can you think of something while I flay my salmon?
No more talk, we bring war. Yeah. Remember West Side Story? Add guns and fire. So much guns and fire. So, none of the students expected a war over prom, because who would? You quickly overcome their pathetic resistance. Miranda stands victorious and raises her flag in front of the school. It's the cutest death's head you've ever seen. Few are left to be impressed by her victory, but those who are definitely scared enough to vote for her.
Father was right. Winning elections is easy.
You gain +3 charm! Ah! Which is good because you'll probably need it for the UN investigation. Oh my god. I love Miranda's route. I didn't think I would, which is why I waited so long to play it. But it's been so much fun.
Huzzah!
Ask Miranda to the prom? Yes.
Let's do this.
Of course, I want to go to prom together, my Machiavellian fellow conspirator. I can't help but deeply value such a brilliant and scheming mind. It's smart to keep someone that can be so useful at palace intrigues close at hand. Wait, what? It's smart to keep someone that can be so useful at palace intrigues close at hand. Wow, I can read. And we royalty are all about convenient and strategic marriage. So why shouldn't I be smart and strategic about prom dates too? Also, you're like super cute. Oh, I didn't notice her cute little face. When prom night comes, you're ready to have the night of your lives. You've practiced your Viennese waltz and Miranda is deeply impressed. Even if the music is mostly electronic, somehow you Viennese waltz the fuck out of it, and everyone gathers in a circle to admire your prowess. It's a magical evening. Also, you execute some more plots and assassinations together just in case, which is a fantastic bonding experience.
To your queen.
You and Miranda are selected as prom royalty. And you know, it's a bit cheesy to say this, but Miranda's beauty is heightened by the delicacy of her enemy's blood all over her body. It's truly been a magical evening.
Ah, so cute. That's so cute.
Oh, I love this game so much. Alright. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda got a job being the princess of her kingdom, which was actually kind of her job already. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, it was summer. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're also into lots of sketchy business, but no one does anything about it. I mean, who the hell would try to stop Vera Oberlin? For those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Alright. Alright, that was super cute. I really greatly enjoyed that route. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break here and come back and probably play another route from the DLC. Be right back. All right, and we're back. Okay, so what I would really like to do is play a route from second term, because I haven't played anything from that. I just bought it literally 20 minutes, not 20 minutes ago, about an hour ago. We've already seen this. Just go ahead, let's skip all this. Back then we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's, nah, I just like Red so much.
Showtime.
She's so cute. And we had yet to experience this ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. If I remember it clearly, 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell. Scott Howell, we know. Miranda. Holly Geist, a party ghost. Damien. I wonder if Damien's got any new stuff. That'd be really fun. Liam de Lioncourt. New one. Zoe Forever. An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Sounds kind of like me. Calculester Hewlett-Packard, version 1.0. Oh, it's Jacksepticeye. I remember that. A library computer who had become a sentient robot, ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their hearts. Okay, so I'm going into this totally blind, but I'm gonna try to go after Zoe. But again, going into this blind. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Cool. Stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they're rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose what kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into character stats. This way, each of you will start by, yeah, we've done that. Democracy is broken, and we had this question last time. So, that was Polly. Or, creative? Fun? That one was fun. No, this one was fun. Let's go with a heartbreaking violin solo. One day, you wake up and you've swapped bodies with your mom. In a very 90s film fashion. Did that film come out in the 90s? Or was it the thousands? What is the worst thing that could happen? She's killing her lifelong rival while in my body so she can frame me for the murder. She's messing with my Spotify playlist and putting all her trash metal on it. My mom is such a metalhead. She's meeting all my friends and actually being more popular than me. We're gonna go with metalhead. Oh, if you were a product, what would be your slogan? Buy me, I'm good. Probably buy me, I'm good. For fans, by fans. We'll go with for fans, by fans. Sit. What would be a killer accessory? Coolness itself. Fabulous first made from the skin of your worst enemy. A necklace. Your name is sunglasses at night. let's do this. Now, I'm so used to planning these out that I kind of just want to go get money and wing it, right? That day you spent some time on the library's PCs mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with algorithm and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guessed that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain plus 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million, which unfortunately is only equal to 2 monster dollars, so plus 2 money. Meanwhile, Zoe seems to have trapped Polly in some sort of eldritch binding circle. This should be good. Tell me. Girl, where's your chill? I already told you like 1,000,000 times how I died. Yeah, but each time you told me something different. Tried to fuck a toaster, suffocated by good booty, a gun, salad. I've heard them all. But what's the truth, Polly? Huh?
Seriously? It's none of your business.
No, but it is my hobby, and my hobbies matter, Polly. Plus, the fans have a right to know.
Fans have a right to leave me the hell alone. Secrets are sexy.
If secrets are so sexy, then how come God invented Wikipedia?
What? You're a god? You know, that's not true. Now, let me out of this binding circle. I've got haunted math next period.
Sure, I'll let you out if you tell me how you really died. Polly gives you a pleading look. Zoe gives you an excited look. As usual, it's up to you to figure out who to help. We're gonna go as Zoe deserves to know the truth.
Aw, you know that the way to my ghost heart is through my ghost nostrils.
Come here, you beautiful whore. Let me give you the gory details. Polly beckons over Zoe and whispers in her ear, I think I just got on Polly's good side instead of on Zoe's. Oh wow, that many, huh? But how did the linebackers get out of there? Oh, the entire San Diego Zoo? But where would you even get that much cream cheese? Oh, I see. It was a Wednesday. Well, that pretty thoroughly answers my question.
And now, do you see why I didn't want to tell anyone?
Oh, absolutely. That's way too hot for public consumption. Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, yes! I got to keep my secret and I get cocaine! Score!
You're pretty sure Polly told another very not real story about her death, but Zoe's impressed at your negotiating skills. Oh, good. You leave Polly to enjoy her newly acquired treat, and you and Zoe get smoothies. You gain plus 2 charm and plus 1 fun. So maybe fun and charm. Alright. Let's sit with our squiggly-haired friend. I love her. You sit down with Zoe and Scott. Scott is eating his trademark pizza sandwich, which is just 3 slices of pizza on top of one another. Zoe has a notebook out and is taking notes. But how do you get your food, Scott? Why do you want to know so bad? It's pretty normal. No, it can't be normal. I'm doing research for my latest fanfic, Cry Havoc and Let Slip the Dogs of Love. It's about a pack of werewolves going on the biggest hunt of their lives, a hunt that will change them as hunters, but also as werepeople. They went looking for food, but what they found was personal growth, a new understanding of group sexual practices. Also food. That's why I need to know. How do you hunt? Oh, well, I normally go to the cafeteria and ask for pizza.
That's it? What about hunting in a pack? Enjoying the spoils together in a feast of blood and rage, exploring each other's bodies.
Well, I guess sometimes me and my cousins order pizza at home, and then the pizza comes and then we eat the pizza? Zoe does not look at all satisfied with Scott's answer. Maybe you can get Scott to give some juicier info, or convince Zoe that ordering pizza is actually dramatic. But Scott, what about when you... No. Zoe, don't dismiss the utter suspense and extreme pathos of waiting endlessly for the pizza to arrive. Truly, the tragedy of the 21st century. Oh, but Scott, what about when you go searching for pizza in the wild? Cool. Oh man, we did that one time and it was the worst. There was no cell phone service, so instead, for delivery, we had to transform into wolves and chase it down. And then we got there and it wasn't even pizza. It was 3 deer. And there wasn't any bread or cheese, so instead of bread we used the deer flesh, and instead of cheese we used more deer flesh. And instead of pepperoni we used deer flesh? No, beef jerky. We're not animals. Oh, I think you are, Scott. I think you are. Now, how did you all sleep on your little camping trip? In the nude or nude and cuddling? Looks like this conversation is finally going the way Zoe wanted it to. She shoots you an appreciative wink with one of the light-devouring voids that pass for her eyes. Aww. Aw, her root's so cute.
Let's do this.
Alright, so I don't really know where to go or what to do to really get her root because I'm playing this blind. But we'll go ahead. Why not get some charm? That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. In the next game, you end up on a team with Vera, Zoe, and Polly, the dream team for your ideal foursome, but for dodgeball, not so much. They really don't even seem to want to be here. I can't believe we're stuck in this interminable sporting event when we could be doing something much more productive. Yeah, like hiding in a bathroom stall to learn my classmates' secrets and then add them to my fanfic. Or hiding in a bathroom stall for sex reasons. I was going to say taking over a small South American country, but to each their own, I suppose. Whatever. I bet you could do that in a bathroom stall too. You're smart. But we won't be able to do anything in any bathroom stalls unless we stop this dumb dodgeball game. It's been going on forever. Seriously, I'm pretty sure I subjected the minds of my victims to eternal torments that were shorter than this match. You suspected that this might be a bit of an exaggeration, but who cares? This is your chance to get in good with your dream team by dreaming up a way to end the match. Huh. We're gonna go with this one. Cultural appropriation, you say? But whose culture? And what are the I can speak, and what are we appropriating? You tell him you'd love to answer that, but asking questions is also a cultural appropriation from the Sphinx. The Sphinx? What did Red just say about asking questions? But you're asking questions. Oh, so just because she's got snakes for hair, you think that makes her not a Sphinx? You're doing it too. I'm confused. Dodgeball is canceled.
Hooray! We win! Now let's go to the bathroom stalls for various reasons.
You guys have a great time fucking off in the bathrooms for the rest of the period. Good thing fucking off in the bathrooms isn't cultural appropriation. Or is it? Either way, you gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. This route is super cute.
Let's do this.
Just gonna try and build up like all my stats. So we'll try and build up some boldness now. And then I'll do... If I could get them like all to 9, I think I'd be good. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I probably won't be able to. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You're washing your hands when you can't help but overhear Zoe, Miranda, and Polly chatting in one of the stalls. Oh my god, yes! Derek the wereslug is thick! But I put him in one of my fanfics, and there was more than a little authorial insertion, if you know what I mean. Derek is, as you say, thick, but my more refined taste predisposed me towards Chelsea, the dapper succubus. Everybody wants to hump Chelsea. She's a succubus. That's how it works. You want to know who I like? Who do you like, Polly? Yeah, who? Tell us. You know that desk in Mr. Fisherman's chemistry classroom? The one in the 3rd row, second from the left? Probably. What about it? I am thirsty for that desk. Check it out next time you go to class in there. Tell me you wouldn't want to fling it around the room in a fit of ghostly rage. Polly's got a point. That desk is pretty built. It does have a certain refined quality because the legs are made of metal, and metal is literally refined. Ah yes, desk fuckers unite! Desk fuckers? But they're supposed to be you fuckers. You've got to concoct a scheme to get yourself to the top of their fuck it lists. Yeah, definitely hire a hitman. You convert some of your plentiful funds into Bitcoin and hire the most fearsome assassin in the world has ever known. Mr. Rogers' vengeful spirit. Having released the scourge upon the world, you return to the bathroom to eavesdrop on the results. Did you hear what happened to Derek? Someone fed him 8 pounds of salt! Whoa! Did he die because he's a wereslug and slugs hate salt? No, he died because no one can survive eating that many pounds of salt. That's child's play compared to what happened to Chelsea. Someone built a church around her while she slept, and when she woke up, she burned alive. If you think that's bad, I've got some terrible news about the hot desk chair from Mr. Fisherman's class. Somebody melted down his legs and carved up his seat and desktop and turned the whole thing into a placid diorama with tiny trolleys running through it. The horror. The craftsmanship. Well, it looks like we're fresh out of monsters and inanimate objects to crush on. Guess we gotta pick someone else, right? If only someone sexy would burst into our stall right now. You know your cue when you hear it. You make a dramatic entrance wearing tons of sequins and blasting Love Machine by Prince at full volume. You gain +2 charm and +1 smarts. Alright, we are going to sit with our pal Zoe. You sit down with Zoe and Miranda. Miranda is paying no attention to her eating serfs, and Zoe is paying too much attention to them. What are you doing, Zoe? Don't you know it's rude to oogle at another woman's eating serfs? I'm not oogling, I'm researching for my fanfic. My dear, when it is about royalty, it's not called fanfic, it's called propaganda. Oh my god, I love Miranda. What? Oh, I'm not writing about you right now. I'm writing about your eating serfs. What? Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna really dive into their inner lives, their hopes, their dreams and desires. Oh, don't be silly. Serfs don't have any of those things. Do they, serfs? The eating serf's eyes dart between Miranda and Zoe, terrified. Should they speak or just shut up and eat? Oh, no, don't make me choose. You're right, Miranda. Most serfs don't have thoughts or feelings. No, we're gonna go with make menacing eye towards the two serfs and silently piece to your mouth, drew a violent. We're gonna go that one. Oh no! Oops. Since Miranda's eating serfs are fish people, this is a lot like walking up to a human delivery, eating a finger in front of them. Oh yikes. Oh yikes. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but your show of intimidation really makes Miranda surfs clam up.
How majestic. Ah, yes, subtle threats of violence. A true sign of royal lineage.
What is it with mortals and not wanting their flesh eaten? It's such a weird hang-up.
If by weird you mean useful for controlling the masses, then I suppose I agree.
The eating serfs try their best to ignore you as they stuff food into their quivering mouths. You feel like you did the right thing, but you don't have much of a conscience, so that's not saying much. Anyway, Miranda's happy. That was not my goal, but that's fine. I hate playing this blind. I'm one of those people who, when I play dating sims, I like plan it out. Alright, I was gonna go get fun, but that's where the store is right now. I guess I can get some more boldness. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Well, in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you are so bold you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands, but I wouldn't. I would never. That monstrous act would instantly give you plus 500 boldness. But come on. You're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep plus 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. You were going to help Zoe with her math homework after, but you notice her surrounded by a crowd of sinister cloaked figures, and she seems pissed about it. Whoa! Those aren't characters I've ever seen either. Guys, stop it. I don't want any dead goats. I'm at school.
We must commence the rituals.
We understand you perfectly, Lord's God. This is a test. We must bring you even more dead goats to satisfy your dark hunger. What? No, that's the opposite of what I said. And I don't go by Zgord anymore. I'm Zoe, okay? Z-O-E. Can we take a rain check on that study session, Red? I can't stand to be around these jerks. Zoe brushes past you on her way out. The cultists stare at you with unconcealed awe. Well, okay, it's concealed by their terrifying masks, but still. Zgord addressed you by name, and you did not go mad with pleasure. It addressed you almost as if you were an equal. It passed within inches of your frail mortal frame, and what's more, it mentioned rain. Could it be that it was referring to the fabled storm of cerebrospinal fluid, which will one day come to quench all sanity? Brothers, sister, bow down before Red, for she is clearly the prophet of Zgord. Please, O prophet, guide our worship, for we have noticed of late that our Lord appears dissatisfied with our sacrifices. The blood of many goats once pleased God, and yet now we do not understand what has changed. That's pretty obvious. Perhaps, given your special relationship with our incomprehensible master, you could suggest a new sort of sacrifice that would please it. Fuck it. You got nothing better to do. You decide to be prophet for the day, and you tell them what they should really be sacrificing. It's important to learn from your mistakes, so sacrifice another goat. Alright, we're sorry. No. But our harmful prejudices are precious to us. They're how we remain reliably unpleasant, the better to unplease Zgord. Maybe that's how it was with Zgord, you explain. But Zoe's got an entirely different set of standards that don't involve being a bigot. Your wisdom is truly subtle and deep. Very well. Bring out the prejudices. One of the cultists steps forward with a steel-banded box stained with blood scorched by fire. You're not sure exactly what's inside, but it smells pretty racist. Now, bring out the vat of acid we always carry around. Where were they keeping all this stuff? Those robes must be really roomy. Now, dissolve the prejudices in acid. Go on. Do it! The box dissolves with a sound like 1,000 grandmothers disapproving of your gender identity. No! We are suddenly unprotected from new and radical ideas. The revelations are flooding in. Could it be that we have been jerks? Alas, it is true. And it is true also that our Lord demands from us one further sacrifice. It is the greatest sacrifice of all. We must sacrifice the past. The name's Gord is gone, perished along with the dark timeline that gave it birth. Here and now, we rededicate ourselves to a new cult, the cult of Zoe. Wow, that worked way better than you expected. Maybe you can dissolve the prejudices of other bigots in acid too. Or maybe you can just dissolve the bigots in acid. Either way, you gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. I have no idea what I'm going for at this point. Like, I know I'm going for Zoe, but I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright, I have creativity, charm, and boldness up pretty high. Let's go ahead and get fun up just as high. Alright, that day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. You spot Zoe and say hello. She seems to be in a pretty good mood. Hey, Red. Sorry about running out on you before. I was just overwhelmed by all that cult stuff. Speaking of them, they've actually been a lot better lately. They're still pretty clueless, but at least they haven't given me any more dead animals. I wonder what's gotten into them. Well, better not to mess with success. Excuse me. Anyway, I gotta go study for my ambush finance midterms. Oh, that was from the poly route that I played last night. Later, as Zoe leaves, you notice her cultists peeking around a corner. When she's gone, they sheepishly approach you. Hey, Red. Praise be to you for your unholy wisdom and stuff. We were just wondering, did Zoe say anything about us? Does she like all the dead goats we're not giving her? Are we using the right pronouns? We all love her so much, and we want to make sure she's happy, or unhappy, or ruthlessly insane as she can possibly be. I love her the most of all. Who said that? Whoever you are, you can't possibly love her more than I do. I'm the one standing in the front. I was standing in the front last time. We all look the same because we're wearing masks. Silence! You can't silence me. You're not my grandmaster. Well, someone is right. I mean, we have a grandmaster, don't we? What kind of cult would we be without a grandmaster? We don't, do we? Well, that won't do. Please, Red, grace us with your wisdom. How shall we choose our grandmaster? You need to learn to think like your mistress, become a high school student for a day, and the question will be answered to you. The title of grandmaster should go to whoever can compose the best theme song and sing to Zoe every morning. Oh, what would Zoe like? Probably this one.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna lose fun!
Comrades, bring forth the 1,000 needles. Wait, needles? It is Zoe's that will become one high school student. Let the union of flesh begin. No, that's not good at all. And yet you cannot look away as the cultists sew their pale flesh together. Oh my god. Oh, hey Red. Do you have a pencil sharpener? Mine? Oh, what are they doing now? We are a high school student, screamed the mutilated cultists in unison. Jesus, I can't talk today. We care about good grades and the status of our facial skin. You think you've got a good batch of cultists, and then they go and sew their bodies together to each other to become a high school student every time. Are you not pleased, mistress? Moans the quivering amalgam of flesh and bone. Of course I'm not pleased. This is so embarrassing. You're the worst cultists ever. Zoe storms off. Looks like you're the worst prophet ever. You lose minus. Oh no, I need charm. Oh, I've got plenty of charm. Okay, still should be fine on charm. But I think I'm screwed as far as fun goes.
Let's do this.
Alright, let's go talk to Zozo.
Zozo? What am I talking about?
Calculester is enjoying a nice, quiet lunchtime charge when Zoe interrupts his reverie with a question. Hey, Calculester, I'm making a quiz so students can figure out which spooky high vending machine they are. You're friends with the vending machines, right? I am friends with every person, friend Zoe. But, like, are the vending machines people that you're friends with? That is a rather insulting question. Yes, vending machines are people, and yes, I am friends with them. Oh, so vending machines have feelings? Of course they have feelings. Which feelings? I do not know. I am a terrible friend. Oh man, don't be sad. We can figure this out together for my quiz. But how can we talk to the vending machines about their feelings? Ooh. Probably the second online research one, be my guess.
OMG.
Did someone say obsessive online research? Yes, it was red. Let's do it. Calculester, pull up the manuals. Manuals acquired. Opening section 23D, discerning your vending machine's mood. It says here that there is an analog switch on the back of each vending machine that sets its emotional state. Let's go look. Huh? It looks like they're all set to crushing despair. Why are they all set to crushing despair? That seems to be the factory default. Should we change it? Best not to tamper with factory defaults. Okay. Hey, Red. As long as we're doing exhaustive research online, want to go down a Wikipedia hole with me? There's not a hole you wouldn't go down with Zoe. You start at vending machine emotional states and end up at dark rituals specifically involving cabbage. This game is so charming. I think I really like Zoe's character.
Let's do this.
Alright, so I'm gonna try and get my fun back up because I think if I'm like 9 and 10 across the board, it'll be good. Half-hour rave. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains to you that he's worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just that there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventures you've both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories in Game Plus 2 fun. Zoe bounds up to you with even more of a pep in her betentacle step than usual. Hey Red, aren't you so excited about the con coming up? Con! I know what you're thinking. Which con? Con. Condiments convention? Con. The con artist convention? Nope, it's Con. The convention for ultimate fans. And I thought maybe we could be ultimate fans together. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, and I'm sorry if this is too soon to ask this, I mean, it's hard to determine the relative appropriateness of a brief intervals of time when you've been around in various forms of millennia, but would you want to do a couple cosplay with me? Oh, I didn't read that last bit. Why did I click? Hell yeah, you would. And you know the most perfect couple cosplay pairing ever. You suggest... That one.
OMG.
Oh my gosh. You ship the neoliberal system and the unbearable feeling of void that no material good can fulfill too. They're like my ultimate OTP. Honestly, like, oh my god. You don't even know. The amount of beautiful, intense, gorgeous tension between the neoliberal system and the unbearable feeling of void that no material good can fulfill is like so palpable. And then, when they finally kissed at the end of Eternal Love Summer Camp, my heart just melted. The cute little necklace the neoliberal system made for the unbearable feeling of void that no material good can fulfill for their anniversary. That's such a great suggestion, Red. I'm going to get to working on things right now. On the wings right now. The wings? You're really going to have to reread some of those neoliberal systems and the unbearable feeling of the void that no material good can fulfill fix to get the costume right. Wait, which are you even going as? And which one is Zoe? Which one has wings? Meh, worry about that later. Just take +2 creativity and +1 fun. Oh, cool. I'm pretty good across the board. Thank goodness. All right, Zoe.
Zoe!
Ask Zoe to the prom? Yes.
Let's do this!
You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to Monster Prom with you. What?
Spoiler alert!
Prom? Together? I mean, yeah, sure. I kind of wondered what would happen if we went together to prom. I could show you some fan art I did, but what if we kept that for after prom to use as inspiration?
This is the best possible
Oh, she looks super cute! Prom night was rad. You knew that during the countless millennia, Zoe devoured the sanity of millions of people, bringing demise to the entire realities. Yet, on prom night, she blew your mind in a very different way. Oink! Oh, did I just freeze? Okay. Oh, that was super cute. Zoe's quote is ooh. Oh, God. I wonder if this has like a different... Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. I've done this like 3 times now. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Due to the obscene amount of fan art she drew, Zoe was taken by Jim Davis, renowned creator of Garfield, as his protege. Nowadays, Garfield still hates Mondays and loves lasagna, but you can bet he's into a lot of weird stuff too. Calculester went to Robo University and majored in mecha robotics. He's now 250 feet tall and fights against weird giant creatures, protecting Tokyo 3. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs Instagram filters. For those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom may have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. All right. So cute. All right. That is going to be it for my stream this evening. I appreciate everyone who came out. And it was honestly more than I expected, so thank you. I hope everyone has a good evening and gets plenty of sleep. And I might stream tomorrow depending on how I'm feeling. Thanks everyone. Good night.